Hello people, I'm Joe, and welcome to another episode of Generation Joe, the Generation X guide to a millennial galaxy. The channel where I translate all things millennial into sensible terms for the Gen X and baby boomer generations. In this episode, I'm going to show you what dating looks like in the Millennial World. But before we jump into it, I just want to remind you to subscribe to my channel. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on that notification bell up top so you get notified as soon as I release a new video, because you definitely don't want to miss out on the millennial madness. Alrighty, so find a quiet room away from the kids, put on your headphones, sit back, and let's do this! Roll the intro! You know we are living in a millennial world, and I hate this millennial world. In a millennial world. So, for decades, dating has been widely accepted as when two people are getting to know each other and spending time together. You know, go to dinner, movies, bars, whatever. But it always involves some degree of physical involvement or in-person social activity. Meaning, you have to be in the same physical space as the other person in order to be considered dating. Sounds reasonable? Of course it does! Well, guess what, my friends? Not in the millennial world. No siree, Bob. Common sense and logic do not exist in the millennial world. These jack-offs can be on opposite sides of the planet, never even talk to one another, and they'll consider themselves to be dating, and actually in a romantic relationship. These kids are friggin' nuts! Just watch any of those stupid reality shows on TV like 90 Day Fiancé or Catfish, and you'll see what I mean. For those of you who don't know, Catfish is a TV show on MTV dedicated to millennial suckers who get duped on social media because they think that being in an online relationship with someone they've never met is dating. And of course, they're wrong. 9 times out of 10, they find out that the hot young Latin model from California that they've so-called been dating online for 5 years turns out to be a 50-year-old trans midget from Jersey. Yikes! These are generally millennials and also their younger idiotic generational offspring known as Generation Z that just have low self-esteem and lack proper social skills to actually go out and meet someone in person the way it was intended to be and has been since, I don't know, maybe the beginning of time? No. Traditional dating is just too much work and too painful for their delicate egos. So instead they cower in their internet safe space, prisoners to their social fears, hiding behind their laptops, hoping for a technological quick fix to their love lives. But instead, they get a technological hard drive full of digital lies rammed up their ass. Oh, numbnuts! And now, the hot trend in millennial dating are these fancy dating websites and dating apps. These sites have flooded the market looking to profit off of lazy, horny millennials. Actually, I can't really hate on these sites because they prove to be a valuable tool, but let's face it, at some point, you have to come face to face with the person on the other side of that Photoshop picture profile. So there's no substitute for common sense and good old school social skills when it comes to dating. You better believe that, Jack! Now, having said all that, the main purpose of this video is not to rag on millennials and highlight their idiotic idiosyncrasies. Well, maybe not entirely. No, the main purpose is to educate my fellow Gen X brothers and sisters on how dating is done in a millennial world. And since these dating sites have become so prevalent, I think it's important that we spend a little more time digging deeper into these sites so you can better understand and see what all the hullabaloo is about. This way, if you're like me, recently single and willing to mingle, ladies, then you too can participate right alongside the millennial knuckleheads and maybe grab a little dessert for dinner. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just gonna end this video right here so I can do this properly in a separate dedicated video, because it's gonna take a little while to unpack this, and I also just had a chili burger. So excuse me, I think it's a good time to stop here, and I gotta go drop the kids off at the pool, if you know what I mean. So we'll just pick this up on the next video, Millennial Dating Part 2, which you can go to right now if you click right here. And I'll see you in the next clip. Oh! The kids are calling. I gotta run. Joe out.